Okay, we're going to be playing Resident Evil 7. They took a completely new route with this game. From what I can tell, we're probably going to be listening to the Watergate tapes, try to sift through them, see whose fault it really was, see if Nixon was in fact a crook.
And I think that's the entire game. I don't know why they released it. It's just going to be this one screen, apparently.
I'm not sure what this is. It could be a lot of things. Madhouse. Let's go with normal. I don't want Joker
Probably
to show
because
up.
you're a pansy.
Well, if I was a pansy, I'd pick easy. If I was playing it safe, I'd pick normal.
I cannot wait.
You know, you could have just called me.
Are you babysitting the royal child? Because you've been gone for a while.
Hey, did you know in Louisiana you can drive in the middle of the road?
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, how's the weather out there? It's real Katrina-y. Oh, do you really want to go there? Yeah, I kind of do. It's really Katrina-y. I see the damage. I see the bent trees. Those are indigenous to that area.
It's never really gone good.
I know what this is.
What?
It's called Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
I bet this is full of backwoods Trump voters.
Yeah.
That's what the thing's about. If you ask any Hillary supporter, any Democrat, they'll say, Hillary lost. Wanna why? Because of, backwoods bigots. That's where the evil is.
Oh, you've never seen that in nature before?
I tried something like that for like a science fair project.
Yeah.
But it didn't really... They didn't even let me bring it into the building.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Schools nowadays.
Yeah. No guns, no knives, no personalities. It sucks. Okay, we're following the adventures of Resident Scumbag and his partner,
Pushover McGee.
Reginald Pushover McGee. Guys, this is really amateur. I'm just saying. You're kicking the door down, you hand me this camera, you didn't let me white balance it.
I think we're going to blackmail this guy later.
Probably.
We have him breaking and entering on tape. You assume he's in the secret passageway down a ladder.
I ain't going down there. How about this? I go back to filming children's birthday parties. We leave him here, and you can go back to being a desk anchor sitting next to a woman with a bunch of sexual tension. I see Clancy, and he's all right. Or Andre.
Yeah, it's Andre. Oh man.
Scratch that. We could get that out in post.
Just that's a lot of red.
I could probably recolor his eyes. Maybe get a cameo from whoever the hell this is.
It took a lot of force to do that, apparently.
Mia. Okay.
Oh yeah, I took up doll making.
Just like a
over
Mia
the past 3
acupuncture
years.
doll.
Wow.
She's spinning in the other room right now. We can't see it, but she's spinning. Ethan, stop it.
You're so immature.
And this is...
Someone somewhere is having a bad day right now.
Peepin' Tom proof. Excellent.
On the evening of June 22nd, Ray and Dan ventured down to the small rural town of Dalvey, Louisiana for a leisurely camping trip. They are, however, unaware, either through lack of news coverage of the town in the north, or Bray and Dan's refusal to go on TripAdvisor, that the town is the axis of evil, the nexus of treachery. In the 2 previous years, over 20 people have gone missing in the swamps and forests of the southern area. Unbeknownst to them, the horror that is waiting in the wings will truly be the terror among terrors. After setting up shop a mere mile away from the Baker's estate, Bray and Dan blaze through the last moments of calmness they'll have in some time with a very insightful conversation.
Whoever named that the Big Dipper was really stretching it.
Seriously? Well, what do you think it looks like?
It looks like some astrologists have way too much time on their hands.
You mean astronomers.
Okay, Isaac Elliot Newton-John.
Only one of those was an astronomer. The other was a missionary.
Want to know what they both had in common? They were too busy housing infidels trying to show them the light, or naming constellations after kitchen implements to get in the action. It's not even accurate. I could understand if there were stars making up a Costco tag. And then there's the other abomination of the sky, the Little Dipper. I swear to God, if I ever go to space, I'm gonna...
What? You'll do what? What are you gonna do, Dan, huh?
I'll do plenty. I don't know. Too much logic on my part when it comes to that stuff. That's why I got kicked out of that planetarium tour.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
What was that?
Suddenly, in the distance, Bray and Dan can hear someone walking. With the footsteps seeming slow and plodding, they go to investigate.
it's coming from over there.
They see a young lady, black hair, gray tank top, struggling to keep her feet under her. They call out.
Hey there, are you alright?
Hey, Dorothy, you're a long, long way from Kansas.
Come on, she's clearly hurt. And on top of that, not 5 minutes ago you were talking about getting no action, and that's your opening line?
As Bray said this, the lady turned around. With a look of fury in her eyes and black liquid oozing from her mouth, she charged the two.
Whoa, oh my god, oh my god.
Go!
They ran as fast as they could and eventually lost her and came to an old shack covered in moss. They stopped, looked around, and took a brief reprieve. Absolutely taxed from the run, Bray said.
Man, we sure know how to pick 'em.
That's the kind of chick that would kill you over Craigslist.
As he said that, someone grabbed a hold of Bray, saying,
Welcome to the family, son.
Dan turned around in time to see Bray sprawled on the ground at the feet of a large man with glasses. Dan, stunned, said,
Hey, buddy, I was just gonna spike his hot chocolate with cayenne pepper. Now I gotta find a way to top what you just did.
With only two well-placed strikes, Jack had handsomely subdued both Bray and Dan. And with that, he dragged them both to his home for a special little time only the Bakers can provide. To be continued.
A phone. Call for a pizza.
We can't call out.
Come on.
We're gonna have to wait till Domino's calls to offer their newest promotion. She scared me more when she jumped out on the screen in her normal form than that.
Yeah, that was jump scare number 1.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, she's coming back. I have like a whole poker tournament planned, so this, if I can get out of here alive and you don't make it, that'll really be nice.
I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me.
Listen, whatever those real housewives are telling you, that's not the way to live, alright? Get a normal house, a normal job, with some normal furniture.
I deserve this.
This isn't the aha, like, take me on video. Bam.
Oh, man, I hope the psycho behavior goes away just like the black eye does. We have
I think it's fair to say neither of us can really sue for domestic abuse, but...
No. Why does the disease do that? Turns it back right at the last second.
Like, ha.
If she still looked like a monster, I'd be standing over going, yeah! Yeah!
Thank goodness, I can't make outgoing calls here. I want three large pizzas. I want one with bacon. I want one with all meats on it. That's important. Mia, do you want anything? Oh, she's gone.
Cancel one of those.
Yeah,
I'll take... You know what? Hell, keep that on there.
yeah, I'll eat it.
To
I
hell
think they
with
have
her.
a fridge here. I didn't catch the address on the way here. Can you locate me in any way?
And if it's cold, you drive all the way out here and it's cold, so what? I'll throw it next to the Sparrow in the microwave. Oh, could you bring some, water? Like, how many Dasani water bottles do you want? Well, enough to, fill up a bathtub.
Yeah, you have, a back seat in your car. Just, fill it up.
Just, fill it up. I don't care what it costs, just bring it. Okay, I get you're upset, alright? Was this because I dropped the china? Is that it? Are you bringing back old ghosts from the past? Oh, wait, I know. Oh, it's a chainsaw. It wasn't the china. It was the birdhouse. Man, I cannot wait to bring this up to Judge Judy. We're gonna get all the ratings.
Yeah, she came up to me in our attic with a chainsaw, and she cut my hand off. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that she's guilty, but...
Like an industrial accident? No! She came at me with a chainsaw. I know you're used to, custody battles and stuff, but this is extreme.
Yeah, I shot her in the face like 15 times, but chainsaw, man. It was in self-defense. I don't even know why we're here.
I want the children. No debate. You could take the bad kid, I'll take the good one.
I mean, they could probably even make a game off of this.
And, you know, hypothetically, if they did make a game out of it, I also want the rights to it. Can we figure that out now?
Can these proceedings serve two purposes for me?
Oh. Hey! Okay.
Is there a punch sound effect there? I didn't hear it. I have my earbud in one ear and I did not hear the sound effect, so all I heard is, "Welcome to the family, son." Wow, that hurt.
Might as well
Thanks for that, Jack.
Might as well give me a slap.
Like, flick me on the forehead. "Welcome to the family, son." Ow! Why'd you do that, Dad?
Did you stick a syringe in my heart?
"Welcome to the family, son. We're going to Wendy's. You want anything?"
Stapled my hand back. Thank you very much.
I don't even know how that works.
A surgeon in the Baker family. Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought that staples are way more effective than stitches?
And
that tendons just connect back.
Who would have thought you don't need to know a damn thing about nerves to reconnect a hand?
Even if Ethan gets out of this, like, okay, he goes back to his house, I think a lot of people are going to be pretty weirded out by his hand.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 doctors don't understand how this guy has his hand back on.
Medical professionals hate him. I know you guys aren't the high society types, but you should have like violin music playing in the background, like, you know, or some kind of song like Louisiana woman, Mississippi man, we get together whenever we can. Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much love in this Mississippi heart. Too much love in that Louisiana heart.
Why, hello there.
So how has the change in Medicare affected you?
I hate opening doors.
In my own house.
Freaking Mia freaking chainsawed one of my doors down. What the heck, man?
Gotta go to Home Depot. I go to Home Depot, everyone looks at me. Because I got like this green, pale, lime green complexion. And then everybody looks at me and thinks, oh, he must be a good fixin' guy. So everybody asks me, hey, can you fix something? And I accidentally blurt out, I got a lady chained up in my basement. I have to go to attend to her. Oh, wait, I mean, damn it.
Then I run out of the Home Depot crying my eyes out.
Yeah, and typically, there's a Radio Shack across the street, and my son Lucas likes to buy them drones so he could spy on the neighbors. But when will he come to the realization that we have no neighbors? That's why we live out here.
Believe it or not, this has happened at least 3 times in the last month.
After a swift attack from Jack, Bray and Dan come to. They are both strapped to their chairs as they look around and see 4 people enjoying a horrific catering affair. Marguerite tells them to enjoy what they had prepared for them.
It's time for supper.
In a foreign display of class, Dan says,
No, madam, I'm not hungry.
Marguerite replies to Dan with, Madam, you don't think I'm that old, do you? I'm curious, how old do you think I am? With a tooth-filled grin, Dan says through his smile,
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, you don't look a day over 50, little lady.
Bray shoots Dan a look as if to say, what the hell?
Son bitch.
Lucas throws his plate at Dan in defense of his mother, which in any other circumstance would be completely called for after Dan's horribly insensitive remark. And even in this circumstance he had it coming. Marguerite just brushed it off as Jack began to encircle the table.
The boy's got to eat. He got to have his supper. Come here, boy.
Jack forces some type of substance into Dan's mouth.
He's not eating
Get
it!
the hell up, Marguerite!
Eat that for him!
Get the hell out of here!
You're a son of a bitch!
Marguerite storms out in anger.
He's not eating it! He's not eating it!
This was supposed to be a very special feast.
Bray, still rattled from the earlier attack, said,
Is this actually a special meal, or do you guys not usually eat Hungry Man dinners in front of the TV watching reruns of Beverly Hillbillies every night?
Turning his attention to Bray, he tries to force his mouth open with a knife. He goes goes for it again, but before he can, the phone rings. Lucas and Jack leave to check. When they do, Bray and Dan frantically try to find a way to escape.
We gotta do something now.
Is there anything around here that could help?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Wait, hold on. Rock your chair back and forth.
All right.
They both fall to the floor and get free of their restraints.
Okay, we gotta find a way out of here, and quickly. What was that thing they tried to feed you?
I don't know, but I'd still prefer that over taking a chance with Chipotle after that meat recall.
We don't know the layout of this place. And God only knows where those people are, so we have to move with the utmost scrutiny.
Yeah.
Bray opens the dining room door, peers out,
Alright, I think we're good.
and turns around as Dan is talking
go.
to the older woman at the table.
Full disclosure. You're Jack's mother-in-law. He's got you living upstairs in a stuffy, unventilated room, and these bastards are living off your retirement fund, right?
Dan, if you actually miraculously find yourself compatible with any woman on this planet, that's exactly what you'll do with their mother. So don't try to act all high and mighty.
The tandem exit the dining room, walking blindly into whatever atrocities the dilapidated property has shrouded in its eerie malevolence. To be continued.
You don't look like a pizza delivery man.
You gotta get me them pizzas. They probably think I'm lying.
I mean, I told them that it'd be here like an hour ago, but they don't believe me. They're hurting me.
They laughed in my face.
One of them has meat on it! Do you understand? That's a pretty fancy pizza delivery car.
Yeah.
You know, I live in Texas. They don't have any ones with sirens on them.
Yeah, look at over your shoulder. It looks pretty nice. Usually it's just the sign.
Can you imagine pizza?
Oh!
Oh.
Someone just got promoted to deputy.
I thought he was the pizza delivery man too.
Oh.
It should be here soon.
I thought that was like your tip guy. He carries all the change. Wow. I just want pizza, man.
Can you imagine if pizza delivery cars had sirens? So they could just like get past
burst
all the
through the
traffic?
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if an ambulance came into contact with a pizza car? Who has jurisdiction?
There needs to be like a hierarchy of
The high.
siren like priority,
Okay, if the person's in mid-stroke or mid-heart attack, okay, the ambulance has, carte blanche.
If there is
But
a
it-
meat pizza in the car, trumps everything. Here's my insurance card.
You just take that.
How is Jack like charred, and we're like 100% okay?
My Hugo Boss shirt is still pristine.
That's what you get for buying quality shirts.
Oh! Okay.
Did he just teleport there?
I think he did. Or he did like one of those military-style push-ups. And he got right back. Okay.
Well, I've never seen a final boss help you kill it.
That's gonna be hard to beat in court.
I mean, my fingerprints are on the gun. His aren't.
His head is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, is Johnny Cochran still? No, he's not. Oh, wow. This is unacceptable.
It's kind of hard to put a pizza in the oven that has 326 different meats on it. It doesn't really fit too well.
Oh, I'm gonna double it when it gets here. I got like they got like this slaughterhouse in the back. I'm gonna add so much.
Okay.
I'm gonna add strips of animals you ain't ever seen before, man.
We have so many chainsaws in the house just to cut it.
If my hand starts to go numb, I'm probably gonna throw that on there too.
He used to play football.
He used to play college ball. He was like he
He looks like he was a Cleveland Brown.
yeah, early retirement. He won the Heisman Trophy. Everything was looking up, and then he joined the Cleveland Browns.
Sure shit beats the hell out of dying.
I think I'd rather be dead.
My little girl has given us a gift. And this gift is with me all
Denied.
Ah!
see. Family,
Oh no!
Damn it. You
My
figured out.
foolproof plan.
which in a
Denied.
Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna make this work eventually.
pretty heavy music. Da 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 da! Hey boy.
For a childish door ploy, that's a pretty heavy music.
Door, 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 door! What do you think first aid medicine tastes like if it were tasting good? Like watermelon?
Like prunes. Like really... Like, hey, I need to drink this. I used to drink borderline alcohol for medicine when I was in the hospital once.
It's called bleach. They were trying to kill you.
That was back when I had no money, and they wanted to quell the pain, and they were just like, drink this.
We're running out of beds. Someone's got to take the bleach.
Who made this? A well-respected physician? No, it's from Sammy's Auto and Home Repairs.
Can you imagine if, like, Jack grabbed the dog head, and then Ethan, like, jumped, like, grabbed his head, stuck the gun in his mouth, and shot his head again? He faints and, like, grabs the dog head. He's like, oh, that's easy.
Could you imagine if Jack went on, like, America's Got Talent, and he just went out there with a pistol, and everybody's like, what? And he's
What's
like,
he gonna do?
you're about to see something wonderful. And it's live TV, and he just sticks the gun in his mouth and blows the top half of his head off.
Like, he, like, turns around or something so it hits all the judges. No, instead of it just being Jack, like, the whole Baker family comes on the show.
We're the Bakers, and this is going to be the Aristocrats.
After escaping from the Baker family dining room, Bray and Dan are able to make their way through a slightly ajar door down the hallway and into the main hall. Unaware of where their captors are lurking, they take each step with caution. As they approach a door with 3 dog heads, the phone rings. Dan picks up.
Hello?
If you don't get out of there, they will kill you. My name's Zoe. There might be a way out through the main hall.
Whoa. Wait, hold on a second. Who are you
Shut up and listen if you want to stay alive.
Oh, back off. I'm doing just fine.
You gotta get out of that house.
Who was that?
Some telemarketer.
What?
Yeah, they said something about, I'm not gonna live much longer with, I don't know, my current bathing regimen, trying to sell me a loofah or something. Rather threatening, too.
Hold on, let me get it.
Just say no.
Hello?
You really shouldn't have come here.
Of course. Sorry about that. Who is this?
My name's Zoe. You gotta get out of that house.
Okay. Where to?
There might be a way out through the main hall.
Gotcha.
Hey, Bray, you don't strike me as the kind of person who'd buy a double-sided pancake pan.
Shut up! What's going on here? Who are these people?
My family and our bodies are contaminated.
That would explain their actions.
Did my daddy give you a hard time?
Oh, you're his daughter. Okay, so there's an exit in the main hall. Got it. Thanks.
You may need some sort of keys to do it, but find a way out of the house. I'll be in touch.
Bray hangs up the phone as he turns to Dan and says,
Really? A telemarketer?
What? You see how many knickknacks they have around here? They probably call here a lot. Secondly, you saw how fast they ran when that phone rang. He would have cut your tongue out with that knife if they didn't all scurry to go get the newest laser pen or accept an Ecuadorian cruise.
Listen, you're gonna have to focus if you want to make it through the night. And secondly, didn't you see the Gap sweatshirt that guy at the dinner table had on? I doubt they've gotten out for a long time.
The two make their way up a creaky staircase and into a series of hallways and rooms. The first room they enter resembles that of the innocence of a young child. As it turns out, this is the baker's son Lucas's room. Bray and Dan observe the scholastic achievements of the demented Lucas.
Whoa. This guy must have been an engineering wizard.
Yeah.
Seeing all these awards achieved by this psycho should give you some hope.
Oh, you want to question my mental acumen? This supernova between my ears, huh?
Yeah, you're right. I should probably take that back. You would have shown that potential by now. Listen, let's head out. We need to find a way through that door in the main hall with the picture of Cerberus. We need those dog heads.
All right.
Bray begins to exit as Dan finishes scribbling something down on a piece of paper. They exit as Dan sets the piece of paper at the foot of the door. Dan begins down the hallway as Bray picks up the note. It reads,
Hey, Lucas. I consider a plate to the face as adequate of an introduction as any. I got a quick question. I got this nanny that used to babysit me. How can I set her house ablaze when there's a document that exists that says I can't enter the same province as her? Any and all help would be greatly appreciated. Throw me your advice at danny.fester.mcrage@gmail.com. Thanks, Dan.
In utter disgust, Bray says,
Gosh, don't give your email address to these people. What are you doing?
Hey. All rivalries eventually simmer down.
Rivalry? You're acting like we're neighbors and we forgot to return their weed eater.
Not like that, I mean...
What do you mean then? That's like one of the survivors of the Zodiac Killer being like, oh, I hope the police catch him so I can bring him a pot roast in prison and try and reconcile with him.
Come on, he's a neurologically deformed whiz kid. When I'm looking for advice, those people are few and far between.
Yeah, it should stay that way. Let's go.
over the course of the next several minutes, Bray and Dan relentlessly scour the house and are able to track down the dogheads without detection from the maniacal manglers, the Bakers. Bray then places the heads in the desired spaces and the door opens. They exit and will be met with the sobering truth that even though they have escaped, the Bakers' influence expands far past the hellish house. To be continued.
I turn around and he's like, "You need to clear up your inventory."
Then I'll push you off. Fine.
I turn around and he's like in a lawn chair. He's got his legs crossed, reading like the local paper.
I was actually gonna say something like that when he grabbed the dog head before. I'm like, what if you had a full inventory? Would it let you like try to grab it? He'd be like, you don't have enough inventory for this, boy. Does Jack use those for like everyday things? Like, you know, I'm setting up this craft station for my kids. Better go get the chainsaw scissors.
The hedges need to be clipped, Jack. All right, I'm on it. Let me just get my chainsaw scissors. You and them damn chainsaw scissors.
Jack, I can't open the M&M pack. Go get the chainsaw scissors.
Nope. Whenever I want to do something, Marguerite, you insult me. But whenever you need them for something, it's, oh, get the chainsaw scissors. They're your best creation, not Lucas, the chainsaw scissors.
I know a lot of people don't like Lucas. I love the chainsaw scissors.
He was kicked out of the Cub Scouts for very good reason. I think I have a new talent. Talking about senseless stuff over horribly gory violence.
Yeah. Why did I put the chainsaw next to my other chainsaw scissors? I should have known whenever I get into a chainsaw fight, someone's going to take the other one.
I thought that would intimidate my foe. Like, oh man, he's got 2 chainsaws and I only got 1.
Jack, did you knock down all of our body bags and the column in the basement?
This guy Ethan, he was being a real tool.
All I wanted was a nice Saturday. Without any chainsaw fights.
I was gonna put my feet up.
Oh! Poof.
Whoa!
That was way better than
Oh,
this.
hey. If I kicked him below the belt right now, would I hear like from a distance scream? Man, I would love to hear Jack's inner monologue.
He probably just says boy a lot. Boy. Man, I'm having a good day, boy. Marguerite's cooking's great today, boy. Someone stole my clock pendulum again, boy.
I'll walk out of here right now. I swear to God.
I'll hit you with the flamethrower.
Not even gonna look at you. Not even gonna look at you.
Hey, could you carry this for me?
The papers have already been filed. Oh! Okay.
I don't think her words matched up with her mouth very well there.
I can't tell if she's found out about Jack yet, or if she's just generally like that.
Did you have a chainsaw fight with him? I told him to stop those.
He hasn't played ball with Lucas for years. All he does is chainsaw fight, chainsaw fight, chainsaw fight. Whew! Jeez. Okay, that was a good one. You know, like in those rainforest expeditions when they got like people like cutting through the weeds and stuff with machetes?
Yeah.
And they turn back to Marguerite and it's like, Marguerite, you want something? Those bugs are swarming and she's like, no, they're basically my family.
Yeah, like, I'm cool with them. Are you not cool with them? I think they have something to say about that.
Those hand-sized mosquitoes, they're people too. Looks like we need the lantern. Marguerite, would you mind giving it up?
Oh.
Okay.
I think we're good now. I think we should probably leave.
Yeah, let's go. I'm sure, Mia seems to take into these people, Her and Lucas seem like big brother and little sister at this point.
They'll have a good life by themselves. I'm going back.
Yeah.
After a thorough search of the home to find the dog heads, Bray and Dan step into the baker's backyard. The trailer in the middle of the yard catches their eyes, and they proceed to walk up to the front door. With eager ears, they listen through the door for any activity. Bray whispers,
Doesn't sound like anyone's in there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we're gonna peel this door open and charge anyone we see.
Before Dan can finish, they hear a ghoulish shriek. They turn around and witness a blackish glob monstrosity. The hulking beast stumbles towards them with terrible intent. Bray picks up a cinder block and waits for the ideal time. It takes a swipe at him, but misses as Dan ducks under its arm and takes a pot shot at the thing's knees with no effect. As it turns around, Bray blasts it in the head with a cinder block and knocks it to the ground. Still quite animated, Bray and Dan both grasp the cinder block and repeatedly smash the thing in the head before it can get upright. After a series of blows, the thing lies motionless on the ground.
Oh god. Hey, science fair ribbon. Check his vital signs. Make sure he's done.
My arms are a little tense, but I think I got one more good swing left in me.
By all means, you'd be doing me a favor. Then I won't have the hefty responsibility of lugging you the rest of the way. And you could perish on your own.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to threaten you. It's just that thing stirred up some awful memories in me.
Of when? Of when you were attacked? When did you get attacked? Of when Jack attacked you?
No. The s'mores you made. Into the trailer we go.
Bray and Dan enter the trailer and are greeted with a surprisingly pleasant setup. With a yellow glowing light, the trailer seems very inviting. After a few moments, the phone rang.
I got it.
Don't forget the promo code.
Hello? Zoe?
You made it.
Yeah, we were able to track down the heads. We ran into this thing in the yard. We dealt with it, though.
Well, now there's an easier way. Yes, deal with those troublesome sauce stains and wine spills for only 6 easy payments of $24.95.
Okay. Now, if we're running from those people and you take a tumble, I ain't stopping. Ugh.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. So do you have any idea of how we can get out of here?
The old house is near the water. You can't miss it.
Okay, thank you.
Be careful. They'll be looking for you.
We have to get to the old house that's on the water. Maybe there's a boat or something.
Yeah, let's get over there.
Bray and Dan leave the trailer and begin a slow and methodical walk over to the old house, where the prospect of an escape translates the glimmers of hope in their eyes. They walk over the rickety bridge, surrounded by ominously hanging dolls, and approach the front door. But as Bray's hand touches the door handle, something that would truly put the fear of God in the duo, Jack and Marguerite appear at the end of the bridge and begin to approach Bray and Dan. They scramble to get inside the house and slam the door behind them. They know that hell is coming and try to devise a strategy.
We're not gonna be able to board up the door in time.
We gotta find that way out, and now! I'll take this way, you take that one. Find what we can, meet up on the other side, and we run like hell till we find a boat.
Bray and Dan nod to each other and run in opposite directions. A sign of agreement, solidarity, or a final parting gesture, perhaps. As they enter rooms on opposite sides of the house, they hurriedly look for anything of use.
I found you!
As Bray is searching, he is reacquainted with Jack Baker. Remaining calm, Bray feints forward as Jack swings his weapon as Bray weaves under it, running back to the big open area, not wanting to fight in close quarters with Jack in heavy pursuit.
Boy! You got no business being out here!
On the other side, Dan encounters Marguerite, in which he remarks,
That trash green makeup foundation really doesn't help with the whole Southern charm thing.
Dan attempts to make a run back to the main room, but is intercepted by 2 huge insects. He manages to dodge one, but takes a bite from the other one right on the shoulder. Both Bray and Dan have led the corrupted couple into the main room. They are able to, even fleetingly, accept that death could be approaching and fully intend to give hell to their captors and will try to go out swinging. Bray swinging and Dan flailing. On opposite sides of the room, Bray and Dan slowly back away from their respective pursuers, soaking up fiendish taunts.
Hello there. How you been?
All right, you piece of shit! I've had about enough of you!
Dan looking at Marguerite bellows out.
Back off. This is a warning, like it or not. I'm tired of listening. I'm warning you. Don't try to get up.
For a split second, Bray gained a tremendous amount of respect for Dan, with that display of defiance against such a daunting threat. Until he realized those were just 1,000-foot crutch lyrics, and went back to his usual feeling of general indifference towards Dan. Regardless, from the debris, Bray brandishes an oar and Dan a sledgehammer. Jack went for an overhand strike on Bray, but Bray dodged and landed a strike to Jack's head, who was only slightly rocked, with Bray now realizing what he was up
You're gonna
against.
have to do better than that, boy.
Before Dan could mount to the offense,
troublesome
Marguerite,
piece of shit.
with a couple swings of her lantern, unleashed a torrent of bugs onto Dan. Getting swarmed with bugs that feels like an extreme acupuncture. Dan's bitten countless times. As Bray goes for a leaping strike with the oar, Jack swings and takes him out at the legs. Bray plummets to the ground in utter agony.
This is all
Jack,
too
who had
fun.
positioned Bray for the finishing blow, did not realize Bray had lured Jack close enough to the edge of the platform.
It's over, boy.
Jack grasped his weapon with both hands, with full intention of delivering the death blow. And as he slammed the weapon down, Bray rolled out of the way, jumping to his feet, and with the finesse and power of a Babe Ruth swing, Bray strikes Jack in the back of the head, which sends him careening into the water. As Dan struggles to keep the bugs off him, with visibility limited, spots the lantern through the school of bugs. He takes a wild swing with the sledgehammer, shattering the lantern with it crashing to the floor. The bugs then disperse as Marguerite becomes incensed. While she is distraught with the condition of her lantern, Dan delivers a well-placed strike to the back of Marguerite's neck with the hammer, which deposits her right into the water. Acting only on instinct, Bray finds a drum of gasoline and begins to pour it into the water. Dan is able to find a box of matches in one of the drawers. He strikes one and throws it into the water as flames engulf the surface of the water with the bakers underneath. Bray and Dan run like bats out of hell to the outside and find a motorboat. They jump in, and after several attempts at pulling the cord, they are able to get the boat started and dart out into the musky and smog-filled bayou. After getting roughly 120 yards from the house, Bray and Dan look back and see that Jack and Marguerite are standing as stiff as boards on the dock they departed from. Bray and Dan knew they hadn't abolished the threat, but rather by the skin of their teeth, gotten away from a devilish catastrophe. Unfortunately, when Bray and Dan got in the boat and sped away, their only intention was to get away from the bakers, so they were not able to accurately describe to the police where the location of the house was. About a month later, a man named Ethan Winters goes looking for his wife Mia and is subsequently captured by the bakers. Through a series of trials and tribulations, Ethan is able to topple the bakers, as well as the wicked child Evelyn, while curing himself and Mia from the infection and ridding themselves of her influence. The danger seems to have been eradicated, but no one knows who else may have been infected. One thing is abundantly clear. The mass hysteria that would result if the contamination got released on a grander scale would be catastrophic. The situation seems to have been contained by an organization called Umbrella, but their full intentions are not known. The hope is that when the sun sets on Dalby, the residents are able to rest easy knowing the beast that lived in their community undetected is gone. At least, for the present time.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's dead. I was raised in a deep, dark hole, a prisoner with no parole. They locked me up and took my soul. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody She'll run to him like he's the one. His arms outstretched, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart.